Hello students, this is Nitin Mahod, and here in this video we are going to see the counter and timer in 8051 microcontroller along with the concept of interrupt versus polling. So first we will see counters and timers. In microcontroller applications like counting of external events, for example, frequency of pulses or pulse trend, generation of precise internal time delays between computer actions can be done through or by done using software techniques. But in that case, what happens? Software loop for the counting of timing keeps the processor engaged, and processor has to focus upon that only. And thus, other important functions which are to be done by the processor gets hampered. Hampered means get disturbed. Hence, in 8051 microcontroller, two 16-bit up counters or timers T0 and T1 are provided. Each counter can be programmed to count external pulse as a counter. As 8051 follows 8-bit architecture, each 16-bit in T0 and T1 are accessed as a lower byte and higher byte. Now counters and timers, so far the 8051 is concerned, the counters are divided into two 8-bit registers as follows. Now timer low is divided as TL0 and TH0, while timer high is divided as TL1 and TH1 bytes. So in short, you can say TL0 plus TH0, that is 8 bits plus 8 bits, that makes T0, that is 16-bit timer 0. And similarly, timer 1, which is again a 16-bit, is a composition of TL1, that is lower byte of timer 1 and higher byte of timer 1. All counter actions are controlled by the bit states in timer mode control register, then timer oblique counter control register, that is TCON, and certain program instructions. So these are actually the controlling instructions and registers which are held in counter actions controlling mechanism. Now moving on to the interrupt versus polling concept. Single microcontroller can serve several devices, and there are two methods to do that, and these are actually the names of the method that how the single microcontroller serves number of devices. One is interrupt method and second is polling method. Now see, whenever device needs microcontroller service, it sends interrupt signal to microcontroller. On receiving interrupt signal, microcontroller interrupts or stops whatever it is doing and serves the device. This is done through a program associated with interrupt, and that program is called as interrupt service routine, that is ISR, or interrupt handler. While in polling, microcontroller continuously monitors the status of the device, and as the condition met, it provides the service. Thereafter, it moves to monitor other devices till each device is serviced. Now, I would like to explain this through a general example. For example, in a class, so consider teacher is a microcontroller and the students who are sitting before, they are the devices. Now what will happen in case of interrupts? In case of interrupts, the situation will be like this. If any student is having problem, means any device is having some problem, that student will stop the teacher and will ask the question. Here in this case, what will happen? The device will interrupt the microcontroller, right? So this is interrupt concept. In case of polling, what will happen? The teacher will start from the first student and he will go to first student and will ask do you have any problem? The first student say no, suppose. Then teacher will move to second student. Then again will ask the same question. If he says I don't have any problem, then teacher will go to the third student. Similarly, teacher will go to each and every student in the class and will ask whether they have some problem, right? And if any student is having some problem or any question, then that difficulty will be solved there. So this is polling concept. In case of microcontroller continuously monitor the status of each and every device which is connected with, and as the condition is met, it provides the service. Thereafter it moves to the monitor other devices till each device is serviced. So this is, in short, I have given the practical example, but this is how the concept of interrupt and polling is there. Interrupt can occur at any time while the polling is happening at regular interval. This is the basic difference. Another difference is interrupt does not waste much CPU cycles, while in polling much CPU cycles get wasted. It is inefficient when the device interrupts the CPU frequently, while in polling it is inefficient when the CPU rarely finds requests from the device. Advantage of interrupt is that when microcontroller serves many devices, not all at the same time, each device gets microcontroller's attention based on the priorities assigned to it. In polling, it is not possible. Also, in interrupts, microcontroller can ignore or mask the device request for service, which is not possible with the polling. So I hope the idea of the interrupt versus polling along with the counter and timer concept is clear to you. Thank you.